All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for HunterxHunter, episode 102. Woo! Yeah, so Ikalgo has saved Killua.
Yes.
Yes.
He's very quickly becoming one of my favorite characters.
One of my favorite Chimera ants for sure.
Or just characters of this arc. He's so much fun to watch. They have a sniper, finally, and he's amazing.
And he's a little octopus Chimera ant.
Tentacle powers.
Yes, yes. But the thing is that they seem like to be actually giving him character. And this is something that I feel like the show is slowly moving towards. Is they're showing how the Chimera ants, on some specific ways, are very similar to humans in that they have the opportunity to do horrible things, but then they also have the opportunity to do very good, compassionate things.
Absolutely.
And Meleoron is one of the ones that we don't really know what his game is.
Right.
I think we're still right to be a little bit suspicious of him.
I mean, it's fitting since he is a chameleon after all.
Yes, but we also have that bit where he's surprised by how much Gon trusts him. So that, I think, makes us trust him even more. Because he's like, wait, why are you so
But I'm not sure how I feel about Gon now.
Right, because he had a very black and white approach to, it makes things simple then. I just, kill you if
Dead eyes.
Yeah. Gon's still on edge.
Gon's a little bit too far gone for my taste.
I think he's still okay for now. But I think if things continue down this road, it's going to get a little bit interesting. But I'm looking forward to Ikalgo and Killua being bros together.
It's going to be amazing.
And getting into the overarching stuff again as well, because we haven't really met up with kind of any of the other players. Yeah, we haven't seen the big
players, really. It's all been the small
while.
fries working around and doing their thing.
Yeah. So sounds awesome, guys. We're excited for this episode, so without further ado, let's do this. All right, guys, you're going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Ikalgo! Yes, you are a cool guy.
That's right.
Yes!
Oh, yeah, and he's taking him to a doctor.
Yes, he's taking him to some kind of secret, secret healer doctor person. Maybe another Chimera ant. It is interesting, though. It seems like that's kind of what Meleoron is doing with Gon. Is he's kind of like, I want to bring you to someone, or I want to bring you somewhere, but I have to wait and make sure that you're, legit. That's why I was kind of watching him from the side and stuff.
Right, because Meleoron, he's a loner type, but if he's wanting allies, I'm guessing Gon is not his first ally. So, you know...
Not the first one he tried to
or at least
recruit.
That he has other friends.
Yes, maybe I get that vibe as well.
Right,
Totally.
Because otherwise, why would he just randomly pick Gon, right? He could do much better on his own.
Yeah, it might also be a strength thing. So he sees Gon as basically someone who might be really strong, and someone that can do something that's, really, really helpful for whatever his cause is.
Yeah. The rogue still wants to have a barbarian.
Gon is a barbarian?
Oh, yeah. Totes.
Yeah, I guess he does build up for one really strong attack.
Well,
he's not a fighter.
He just doesn't stop.
Oh, true. True. Gon's endurance is more indicative of him being a barbarian than his actual attacking style.
Right.
Yeah. Ominous.
I really like this music.
Meanwhile... Indeed. Huh! He's got a classic human vice.
Yep.
Ha! That's true!
There you go.
Huh! Oh, how it's a tactical thing instead of a health thing.
Right.
Oh. Interesting.
Is he actually going to show Gon what he can do?
He's going to... Oh. Whoa, whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
He's just not there.
True.
He can
perfect teleportation.
That.
Whoa.
So can he just actually, like, phase out of existence?
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Perfect plan.
Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa.
But it's just sense.
Dang.
Oh, okay, so not perceive, like, they can't perceive him at all.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's a great, like, little explanation, but...
Okay.
Oh.
That's even worse of an ability to tell someone about.
But that's just how much, I guess, he trusts Gon.
Sure. Right. Because if they know that, then they could just be like, all right, I'm just going to destroy everything nearby.
Right.
And I'll probably still get it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ah.
But you should expect this by now.
Right, right. Yeah, seriously. Oh, it's his own nature to be suspicious.
Sure.
And here he is trying to make a partner. He's being all, like, wise. You're no fun.
I get the feeling he'd get along very well with Killua.
Yeah.
Or maybe they'd be too similar.
Sure. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Okay. So what's business? Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. Yeah, why? Oh.
For the queen?
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Oh, the owl. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's right. Because everyone was gathered, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was that fast.
Whoa, wait.
Whoa.
Wait,
like,
the
before
human?
they were Chimera ants?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
All right.
Oh, this is good. This is good.
Okay.
Episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Yep.
Right.
But a good percentage of them probably do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Wow.
Ho.
Yep. Wow, this conversation is so important.
Mm-hmm.
Gon's like excited about that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What? Oh. Is some kind of a bond, or is this a bad thing?
I don't think this is a bad thing.
No.
Are they both imperceptible now?
Whoa. Oh.
No way! Wow.
Dang. Oh my gosh!
Holy crap!
God's accomplice.
Okay.
But they have to be like a specific person, like there's conditions.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Holy crap.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
This is too good, though.
Gon should introduce him to Netero, like... like... The holding the breath thing, though, is a really good limitation. But will that really hurt the king?
Or will it work? Like, Gon might not let it work. Like, Gon might be against this type of plan. Jajankani. Oh, wait. This actually might be a problem, though. Gon might not like that he did that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Wait.
Okay.
If he says Netero, I'm gonna like... Wait.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Right. But, you know, there's time he could go and talk to them and, you know, do all that same stuff.
It is.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yep. So that's why he needed to develop the other ability.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect plan. Right. So he's not a threat. Yep.
Right. Okay. Love it. Yeah, just the people that are going to be using it. Ah.
Yeah, you just... Yeah.
Wait.
Knuckle? Of course he does.
He's like, hey, I need to get in contact with Netero.
Oh, the boss had to make a move. Right.
Wait.
Whoa. These little pieces moving into place. Everything. This is crazy. Oh.
Oh, shoot.
Crap. Yep.
All right.
He's gone dark.
Is that Netero? Or wait.
Yeah, that was him. That was him.
That Killa noticed. Okay.
I think he's just building up aura. Like,
looks like. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
That's
the question.
Insane.
Oh, crap. And Killa's not here. Yeah.
What? But Killa has a phone too, I'm guessing. So.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
That music changed.
Yeah, that music changed, but we're also back at the Oh. Whoa. He's playing some kind of game. Who's this poor soul?
He didn't kill him?
No.
Is he testing the intelligence of humans?
I don't know. That's fear. That is just pure fear. Oh. Jeez. Yeah. Oh. Go! They were playing Go?
Uh-huh. So he's just taking all the strategy games that humans play.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, Go is very complex. So they're playing shogi before. Okay, now they're going to go play Go. Yeah, there's only a couple moves you can make in Go, but it is not a...
Well, right, because it's super simple.
Right.
But, you know, of what you're actually doing, but...
Oh, gosh. So is he trying to get smarter
and also determine the intelligence of humanity?
Right. Probably. Yeah, like...
But probably get smarter himself, too.
Oh.
Yeah. That won't at all throw off his game.
I'm really curious as to like the full details as to why he's doing this, because there's the obvious reasons, but oh wow, jeez. Whoa, whoa, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that'll help him.
Hey, well, he didn't kill him.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm impressed too. Okay. Sente. Yep. That's true. Right.
Very well. Kill the man.
Oh, okay.
I've never heard
of that. Yeah. Okay, so it's a made-up game.
Okay, yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, okay.
It's nice how they say it, and it's like, what's that? And then they say, oh, it originated here. It's like, oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Whoa.
Okay.
Dang. Wow.
All right.
5 times. Whoa.
Okay.
Okay, cool. In this aspect, he's gone from being a brute to being kind of a more pensive...
Right.
Wait a minute.
Is this person blind?
Yeah, I'm getting Toph vibes. Short. That looks like a girl's hairstyle, but...
Looks like they're wearing something on their head, too.
Yeah, some kind of dress.
Okay, no, that's just...
Okay. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Whoa.
A lot of things changed this episode, and that feels... I feel like we're going to be saying that a lot in this arc, just in general, because I feel like we've said that a lot already, and it's just going to keep happening.
Yeah.
What do we talk about first?
I think we talk about one, let's just say Killua and Ikalgo. They're not in this episode,
right.
Which was kind of surprising. I thought that they would have a little bit, but they basically just kind of recapped where they were at. A few seconds, and moved on to Gon and Meleoron.
Right, which was crazy
and
awesome.
Huge chunk of the episode.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that primarily.
Right. So an assassination, wonderful, fantastic, using some amazingly creative and conditionally broken abilities.
Right. So we've seen how Nen is constantly used as a thing that you have an advantage on someone if they don't know what your abilities are. This is the perfect example of that.
Yes.
Utilized with a serious drawback in that probably because of the way his aura is being utilized, he has nothing up for defense. So him saying that he's the weakest is probably also that he doesn't have as much access to aura, but also
just physically he's not very strong.
Right. Yeah. Or that he can't even use 10 when he's using this ability. He's using everything just to make himself not be perceptible. Like that's so crazy.
That's pretty ridiculous because what's especially crazy about that is that if you can't perceive them, right? And it wasn't even something because the bird, right? When they poked it, the bird was moving. The bird wasn't even perceiving that it was moving.
That's crazy.
That's what's crazy, because that means that while basically... Now, it might just be because it was being touched by them, so therefore it just wasn't observing stuff.
Sure.
But that means that Gon could try and kill the king, and if it doesn't work, that's fine. They just leave.
As long as Meleoron can keep holding his breath, they can just try it again and again.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Now, I do think that there's a little bit of an all or nothing aspect to Meleoron's plan. I do think that the reason why he chose Gon as a partner is not just because he saw the Jojenka and he's like, whoa, you can dish out some damage all at once.
But because of the kind of person he perceived Gon to be.
But the kind of person he is, that Gon might be willing to risk everything just to get the king. And I think that Meleoron is not concerned about the plan post-king death.
Right.
So, he has to know, Neferpito, Shia LaBeouf, and Yippee will not let this stand. So,
he's really out there. Still want the royal guard to be dead. And if that's
but he's really out for revenge,
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
He's not out for getting out of this alive necessarily.
Not necessarily, because he could always just be like, okay, we killed them. All right, they're on their way here right now. Quick, take another deep breath, and we're running.
Oh my gosh.
And they just go.
They probably could get away with that ability, and it would be genius because, as far as the Chimera ants are concerned, they're probably expecting the unexpected. So seeing this kind of thing there, they'd be like, the humans have found a really clever way to get past our defenses. We need to go and search them out. So instead of being like, they're still here, they'll be like, well, they obviously teleported 300 yards away.
It seems to be when you first notice it.
Yeah, and they'll use their end to try and sense it out, and maybe they'll sense someone else and be like, it must have been them. And then they go and hard, counter after them, and
that's what they'd really want to have, is they'd want to be able to make it so that when people perceive that they've disappeared, throw in something else as basically a distraction, so that it's not just they disappeared, how did they do it? But to give them an answer that they can latch onto while you make your escape or whatever.
Right. They might be smart enough to go, wait, the aura senses is different, so maybe it's not them. But either way, I still think they would probably grab someone like, Shoot or Knuckle, and then have them at the edge of death and be like, come out! Or I'll break them in half, and
what's great about that is that then they're standing in one place, and then you go, okay, 1, 2, 3.
I almost think it can't work, because this is so specific, because this is so good of a plan.
Yeah, who knows? Here's the other question. Okay, now maybe this is something that I'm looking too much into it. I'm reading too much into it, but in order to not be perceived, that's more of a spell-like ability than it is a upping my own stealth or whatever,
Absolutely.
Right? Because here's the issue. When you do things, there will be side effects of the things that you do. Just walking around, right? They might not see you, they might not hear you, but what if they see your footprints? Or, okay, maybe they don't see your footprints, but when you leave, are your footprints still magically, non-existent? Or, how does that work? Do you just not leave footprints or whatever? So, if, say, Gon missed, right? He attacked the king, and the king, it didn't kill him, right? Would the king notice that he's like, I've got a fist imprint on my face. You know, how'd that happen, right?
Yeah.
Or would he just be forever just, you know, the whole thing that Gon did would just seem, oh no, completely normal. You know.
No idea.
Like, yeah.
Basically, I look at this in the same way as why you love snipers in stories like this, but they won't really do snipers.
Is because it doesn't make the fights interesting.
Because it doesn't make the fights interesting, but also...
Hunter likes to change things up.
Hunter likes to change things up, but I could see this ability being something where Gon actually doesn't let it actually go through. Now...
I was wondering,
that's like, basically the kind of thing that's I'm a little bit worried about, is that there could be something like you're talking about. Like, they leave footprints, and it's like, well... You're obviously there.
But then that kind of eliminates the whole point of the ability.
There's the other part where you just have the other, you know, Chimera Ant Royal Guard that have their abilities that, you know, we don't know about.
Sure.
And, you know, they counteract some kind of sneaky assassination attempt like this. Or Gon just gets up there and he's about to one punch the king, and it's just like, I don't have enough reason to do this way. This is kind of underhanded. This isn't a...
Right. Hopefully, if he has issues with that, he'll do it before they get to the actual fortress.
See, I could see him doing this kind of thing more so for Neferpito. Because Neferpito is the one that got Kite.
Sure.
So, specifically, they go there, and then Gon and him have a moment where... You know, Meleoron's like, we're gonna go this way, and Gon's like, no, we're going this way.
Yeah,
first.
we're gonna use this on her first. Yeah,
and he's like, that's not a part of the deal. He's like, I don't care. We're going here.
And then the problem with something like that is that, you know, again, it's the rippling effects and the evidence that someone's here, right? Even if we can't perceive them, we know, hey, here's Nekopito's mangled body. How did that happen? You know,
Sure. Guys, well, this is just from the abilities that Meleoron has.
Right.
He has perfect plan. He has God's accomplice.
Yep.
Perfect combo thing there. That's why he's looking for a partner. It makes sense. But guys, the Chimera Ants are getting memories back from when they were humans.
Yeah.
We had freaking Colt and his whole thing going on with his sister.
And I'm glad
that was so good.
And I'm glad they made it be something new.
Like
the fact that it was Meleoron. You know, didn't see that coming, and they didn't make it tied to the queen like I thought it was going to be.
Nope.
It was about Peggy. Awesome. Yeah, Peggy. We haven't seen Peggy since he died.
He died.
But you know, the fact that we get to have his character be brought back up and all that stuff, and that awesome thing that they said of, he was apparently my foster dad.
Right.
It's like
and it's
wonderful.
Like the other thing was that Peggy still was attached to books as a Chimera Ant, and the thing is that he's not only...
Didn't even get to drop his books.
Yes. That was so... that pissed me off. I loved how poetic it was, but how like sad that made me. But specifically that he kept traits of his human self in likes and dislikes and you know aspirations and things like that as a Chimera, and he didn't even know it. It was subconscious.
Right.
Peggy's desire to learn was because as a human, that's who he was as well. So we could infer with the Chimera Ants that we have seen thus far that the reasons why their personalities might be a certain way, the reasons why they might like certain things over others, is because that's what their human version basically was.
And what's awesome about that is that even though the Royal Guard and the King can be more evolved versions of Chimera Ants, you know, they're the next like model iteration, whatever. They were still created the same way, even if they had better fuel.
They all came from the Queen.
Right, which means...
the Queen had human DNA going into the mix of all the Chimera Ants when they were made.
So really, humans are the most terrifying thing ever, because we just become like a virus that infects this other species and they can't escape us.
Oh my gosh. That's a brilliant way to put it. I mean, that's straight out of the Matrix.
Yeah.
But like, let's think about that, guys. The human beings are the way they are, and we have this whole conflict set on the backdrop of a very not good representation of humanity's kind of possibilities in that country of East Gorto, which is very very subtle, Tagashi. Well done. But that being said, we now have the Chimera Ants who believe themselves to be better than humans on some level, shifting to being more and more like humans on individual levels and stuff. But if this is the point, actually, of the story on a grander scale, we could be looking at a way in which the whole thing of the Chimera ants is that they'll slowly but surely start to gain more human attributes.
Right, which begs the question of that, because, okay, this backstory for Meleoron sort of came out of the blue, right? You know, like, it was great that they had it in there, but it was not something that we expected to see, you know, of like, oh, my human self, right?
No, we needed to know what his connection was to others, because we knew he needed a partner for the sake of others. Right. Now that we know it's revenge and it's based around the human memory thing.
Yeah, like not something Chimera ant related, but human related.
Right.
That makes me wonder, what was like a human backstory that we never ended up using? What was that mobster guy? You know, they spent a lot of time on his backstory out of nowhere. You know, it's like, like, are they saying that that's gonna get a bit more plot relevant in the future,
or like that? Yes, and also now we get to look at basically every single Chimera ant in the light of, when will your awakening time be?
And they kind of did a clever thing to basically say, okay, we might not have time to go to all the Chimera ants, so we'll have him say, oh, I'm pretty sure a lot of them are just basically wild animals now.
Right.
You know,
so some of them are feral.
Right. They took more of the animal DNA than the human DNA or something like that. Who knows, right? So they don't have to touch on it for every Chimera ant, but this is, you know, Pandora's box has been opened.
Also cleverly with the way they situated things from the I would say it's kind of an escalation story element, but also just the element of, I would say, localizing the Chimera ants to being a smaller cast of characters.
Yes.
I think it's more important now that they bring this up, specifically because there's only a handful of Chimera ants that are, like, big in the story right now. Like, we have the Hagyas and the Cheetos, and you know, they're subordinates and stuff as well, and they're relevant in the story. But when you think about the big Chimera ants, there's really just the four.
Yeah.
And those four are the big ones. Now there will be others, and that's like Meleoron. He's a relevant part of the story there. But look what we also introduced. We also introduced in this episode was a very curious aspect of the king's story, in that he is showing a fascination in human games. And then he seems to be doing this in such a way for the purpose of maybe understanding humans, maybe learning,
being better than humans.
You know, maybe there is a King of the Rock situation here. He's like, hey, I'm pushing you off your pedestal. But the thing was, the way this episode ended brought in some small, blind, maybe a girl with, like, the greatest of this specific thing, which is like, okay, that's a cool game, and I know Togashi loves games and stuff, but then the narrator freaking is like, and this, little does he know that this girl will change his fate forever. It's like
she was practically like waving a flag that said plot as she walked in.
Yes.
Know, because like, think of all the different basically things that they added to her introduction as a way to basically say, this person has something, you know, mystical and important about them. They were a child, right? Wisdom, you know, from the children, kind of a thing. They had white hair. Sorry,
okay, I guess that is a trope.
There's that. They had them be blind, perspective that others don't see, you know, have, kind of a thing, right?
Brilliant.
Right? And then, as if that wasn't enough, they have the narrator say,
this girl is important,
not just
specifically to the king, who is the most
fate.
Yes. And when you say the word fate, like, you can either say, like, the way the queen saw it is destiny, you know, is to, you know, to rule everything, or the king's end, the king's ending,
just the whole story of the king.
Yes, that,
you know,
too.
So it's like,
all right.
It was one of those things where it's like, if they had tried to just introduce a character right here, right? We would have been like, who is this? No, give us more introduction and development with, you know, the main Chimera ants, the Royal Guard and stuff like that.
No. To give them fair credit, I would say yes, but I would also say, like, oh, cool, like, this is the next character, and maybe this one is the only one that has some plot relevance, whereas the others were just milestones to get through. It's like, chess, go, shogi. Right. Oh, our new fictionally made up game for the Hunter-Hunterverse. Awesome.
Yeah.
And Togashi wants to show off that he can make cool stuff. Awesome.
Yep.
And we bring in a cool younger girl character.
Right.
It's like, ooh, curious. Because this is kind of like, it reminds us of Bisky maybe in a way. You know?
Sure,
A girl who's like, oh, we don't assume much of her, but actually she's like really important for the story, you know.
And they could have just brought her in and had like little bits like trickled in and stuff.
Sure.
But if they had done like a hard like about face, like let's start focusing, like have 3 episodes for Meruem and this person, right? We would have been like, okay, this can be cool, but where is this coming from?
Right, well, we would be curious, but we wouldn't have anything like hard data to go on.
Exactly.
Now we're like, all right, break out the notebooks. Like,
they basically just got a megaphone and said, stuff's about to happen with this character.
and to be fair, I know that's not Hunter x Hunter style all the time, but I think actually doing that every once in a while is a really good idea.
Oh, yeah.
Because the thing is that we know that Meruem at least is an important character in this story overall. But the thing is that just because you have a character interact with Meruem, maybe on a consistent basis, that doesn't necessarily mean because this is Hunter x Hunter that they have plot relevance.
Right.
Hunter x Hunter has done a very good job of defying that trope that basically says if you're surrounding the MC of this specific storyline, that doesn't give you any relevance necessarily.
Right. If anything, they can be kind of predictable with how it's always something that you don't expect kind of a thing. Right. And then they're like, but to make it be unexpected with even how expectable it is, we're going to basically just say, this is what's happening.
Right. And so, now we're like, wait,
all right,
wait,
cool.
Wait, we're ready. But is this about to be my favorite character?
I think this might be like a new favorite.
Because remember how I said I got Toph vibes?
Oh,
Who doesn't like Toph?
Yeah,
everyone likes Toph. Yeah. I feel like this is going to be an everyone likes so-and-so character.
The other character that it made me think of was the soothsayer from Kung Fu Panda 2.
Ooh.
And I loved the soothsayer
in Kung Fu Panda 2. I loved
the dialogue, the things that they said, for one, was amazing, but just the character themselves, you know, they were fun, right? So what will they do for this character? I have no idea.
Wait.
What?
Okay, guys, like, I have a really crazy idea.
Okay.
This character, is a master of a specific
game.
In-game, thing, right? There was a moment a long time ago where they were talking about how you would naturally have people that were like utilizing Nen. Right. And now I'm thinking like, okay, are they just trying to show off by having a blind girl play some kind of chess equivalent?
I would say she almost definitely has Nen.
But that's the thing. We're probably going to find that out. Like at some point in the future, and it's going to be this big thing of like, holy crap!
Like, no, but here's the thing. This is what will make that really interesting. What does Meruem like to eat? The brains of rare humans.
Oh crap!
So that will make their character dynamic much more interesting because she is going to have to make him very interested in not eating her brain just yet. Right? So it's almost like one of those Arabian Nights things where
right.
You know. So,
that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
And we know that she's going to be big for the story because of the narrator.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be really funny if they were utilizing Meleoron's thing of, you don't trust people when they make promises. And then the narrator's like, psych, I roped you along. And we're basically like, we can't trust anyone, not even the narrator. That would be crazy. But
that would be a bit far,
That would be a bit far. So we know that she's at the very least going to stick around for, at least a small amount of the story.
Or at least she's going to do something before she,
she's going to have a monumental effect that's going to go beyond just her initial...
Exactly.
Her initial sight, like her initial... Wow. Whoa, wait a minute. Guys, like, this is something interesting. Meleoron is the weakest of the Chimera ants.
Yeah.
He said that himself, basically. Of all the Chimera ants that have,
even
like,
among the
Nen.
foot soldiers, they could probably take him.
Right. Now, we have Gon, who's kind of set up to be he's the protagonist with potential, Yeah.
He
is not the strongest, but he is strong. But if you were to put him against, Meleoron and compare the two, it's like humanity's greatest and the Chimera ants least. And then we have in Meruem's place, the greatest of the Chimera ants, and
in some ways,
the
least among the humans. Even though she's the best at what she does,
right.
She is small. She is a child. She is blind.
Frail,
you know,
yeah. For all other normal, conventional reasons, she would be looked down on.
Right.
But because this is the world of HunterxHunter, we know that it's actually those people that are honed specifically into that one thing that have a great impact beyond their own character.
Or I get a Melody they certainly vibe. Can be, so don't underestimate
Right,
that.
exactly. Yeah. Like, I remember how Melody was brought into the story.
Oh, yeah, and Melody was great.
And her character was something that was, you know, like, not really a fighter. Like,
oh, no. Like as far as sort of, well, okay, no. She did affect the plot a lot. With her ability to basically use sonar, but
well, also to just be there for Kurapika.
But right, that was
going through
exactly
all this crazy stuff.
And that's one of the things that, when I think about it, that was kind of one of the things that Meruem is missing right now. Because if you think about it, the 3 Royal Guard, right? They worship him, right? He's their king, right?
Yeah,
you know, and the other thing, he doesn't really he isn't very good at talking to people for an extended period of time.
Yeah, as far as we've seen, like, he's a little bit impatient.
Like
he's a little bit petulant. Even
he makes Darth Vader look patient and understanding. like you know. So
yeah, the show doesn't hold back with regards to the brutal murdering of people that are completely at your mercy. Like holy crap.
Which begs the question, right?
Right.
How do we have good moments with his character?
Right.
Because usually, a lot of the times, that comes from like dialogue and stuff.
And it has to last for at least a segment of time.
Right. And while he can, like, say, talk with the
Royal Guard,
LaBeouf,
sure,
you know, about learning and all that stuff,
which will be interesting.
Which is interesting, right? Yeah. It's more of an analysis rather than a dialogue, right?
Sure.
It's more of him talking and Shia LaBeouf just being sort of a sounding board, right?
Right, like, yes, my lord, absolutely.
Right, yeah, and then there's this too, you know, and things like that.
Yes, I'm with you. All I can say is that this whatever is happening with Meruem and
whoever this person is,
I am so excited for
I am too.
I can feel it. It's just
I love good dialogue. I love good, like, when there's good interactions between characters, I almost don't care what the story's about.
Right.
Like so if we get good stuff between these two, like, that I would happily just have episode after episode of that.
You know what? You know what else is crazy?
What?
You said she has a perspective that no one else will have.
Right.
Like, what if
she becomes his advisor? Like,
no. Well, like okay. This would be kind of interesting, but because East Gorto is underneath the illusion that everything is okay, there's been no hostile takeover or whatever.
Right.
This character being summoned to the palace, I mean, let's just go with it. It's probably a her. Like, yeah. He's wearing a little dress or whatever, and it had kind of.
If they're trying to be intentionally confusing, they can do that, and then we can correct it when that comes around.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I assumed incorrectly, guys, but just for the sake of confusion or whatever, I'm just call it her character. If she's blind, she won't be able to see him.
Oh.
And the lines between human and Chimera ant will blur even further.
I love it. That's so good.
This is all just falling into our laps, like genius storytelling.
And maybe that's why he'll be so interested in talking to her, because she will talk to him the same way she would talk to anyone else. Right? Yeah. I mean, she might be able to smell the decomposing body after a while, or the blood. But barring that could be another awesome layer to add to the interactions between the two characters.
Right. Okay, so that's interesting. Back to Gon and Meleoron.
Right.
Gon literally gave the "You're the most human Chimera ant I've ever met" line. And I was like, wow, they're being literal about it. This is awesome. And the thing about this is I almost see this as a way to redeem a little bit of Gon's dark place that he's in right now.
Right, yeah, because it's the idea that Gon's strength is his simple, earnest nature.
Right.
That is also a weakness when misapplied, because when you're simple and earnest about negative things, I mean,
you can't really be dissuaded from it then.
Right, exactly.
Because you've already made up your mind a long time ago.
Yeah. But
now,
in this case, it can be awesome and very good.
Right.
So
because this Chimera Ant, Meleoron, has put so much trust in Gon is basically reciprocating that. Yeah. But in a lot of ways, he was leading that by being just who he was.
Right. And one of the things I love about this, so Meleoron basically had chosen him before he started sending the people to harass him and attack him, right? The Chimera Ants. Now, he wasn't
He was
sure,
a very good candidate.
Right.
Yeah.
He wasn't sure he wanted to work with Gon. But the thing was, at that point, he was no longer basically questioning whether he wanted to work with Gon from the standpoint of the kind of person Gon is.
Gotcha.
But he was simply wanting to make sure, does he have the strength necessary to actually be able to take out the king if I can sneak him in there? It was all a question of ability at that point.
Yeah,
It's not a question of character.
Yeah, he didn't really have much to say about his person. I think he had a couple little observations that he made, but other than that, he found out a lot more about Gon's character post revealing himself. And that aspect of him surprised him. But Meleoron, Gon's like, you're the most human Chimera I've ever seen. And he was like, I had the opposite reaction when meeting you. Basically, that you had a monster, like brewing within you.
And the fact that Gon's just like, oh, thanks.
Because he followed it up with, you're going to be able to do amazing things. Like, you're going to be able to do, like, anything you set your mind to. And Gon's just like, oh, compliments, cool. Affirmation. I can do anything.
And he's like,
what was that thing about monster? No, skip that. Who cares?
Yeah, and Meleoron's like, cool. Positive outlook. That wasn't intended to be a compliment necessarily.
But I think that's another reminder that Meleoron isn't concerned about the relationship post-King's death.
Sure.
Because he's not trying to, like, fix Gon. He's not trying to warn Gon about the negatives of that. Given that he's a very human Chimera Ant, he could probably look at this aspect of Gon and be like, that actually unsettles me. That makes me feel unsafe. If he was actually concerned about his safety, though, beyond the revenge, I think he might bring this up a little bit more. Or he might be like, okay, what's my backup plan? Well, I just use my ability and run.
But here's the other thing, and this is something that Killua probably would have, like, whispered to Gon if he had been there.
True.
But he called Gon a beast.
Yes.
Now, he sacrificed some of his own soldiers to test Gon. Yes. Gon called him out on that. And he was like, oh, they were basically just beasts.
Oh.
So,
he basically equated Gon to his soldiers who were just attacking things on instinct and killing just because it was fun.
Right, exactly. Now, I don't think he thinks Gon just kills things because it's fun, but I could see there being something where he might be okay with not coming out of it himself when he goes to attack the king. And Gon, he's not particularly invested in making sure Gon gets out of this either. We'll kill the king. It'll be great.
Whoa. But this is another mirroring, I'd say, to where Gon is, while the Chimera Ants in Meleoron in particular becoming more human, Gon is slowly going from human to beast.
Right.
And on some level, the reason why the Hunter Association is here is to exterminate the beasts before they can do any damage to humanity.
And is Gon gonna do damage to humanity? Probably not. But it's still unsettling.
It's a little bit of a thing where the lines are intentionally being blurred by the way this story is being crafted. So I have to assume it's intentional. I have to assume that Togashi not only put this in. Yes, it's very well done. But I have to assume that he's not only doing this because it's a good theme to have. Like, it's a very clever theme.
Oh, yeah, no, he's been putting this in since the beginning.
He's been putting this in since early on, but he's also doing this because it's going to be even more relevant
now.
Like in the near future. That aspect of it makes me go, oh, wonderful. How far, though, is that theme going to go? That's the thing that I have to also, again, assume, probably a little bit incorrectly, that they're going to go all the way. Like, why hold back on this theme at all?
But even if they do that, It's called hiatus ex hiatus for a reason. So they might still be going in that direction right now. They just haven't quite gotten there yet.
Sure.
But yeah,
guys, I think that this episode, as far as kind of setting things up and like moving the themes more obviously in a specific direction now, is huge for the show's current story overall.
And they did that while at the same time working in big plot shifts, because like the whole thing of Nav and Morel being like, oh, that's true, in order to save the 5 million, we're doing interference, and now we won't be able to help you fight the Royal Guard.
Yeah, the plan has gone amok.
Yep.
Everything's changed. Wait, what did I say?
The plan has gone amok. Gone.
Oh, gone. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's gone awry. Yeah.
So
can we briefly talk about Netero real quick?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it seemed like Netero is basically just sitting there using Ren and just building up aura.
Which is insane, because one, you'd think like, okay, wouldn't they be able to sense him then at that point, because he's basically just this flashing flare beacon, right?
Well, he's scared off
Killua.
No, was it Killua or was it Hagia?
It was
Killua. It was Killua. You're right.
He was getting chased, and
and Killua was just like, oh, I'm not going over there.
Yeah, I'm not going over there. Now there's nothing, I suppose, that says you have to like use the aura that you build up right after you build it up. But I mean, I'm guessing like because I'm guessing that either Netero is building it up and then he's just gonna straight from there go in and just be like, all right, time to just wreck this place, right? Which would be amazing and terrifying and all of that. But
yeah. Basically, the image of Netero just sitting there
like a sun.
Like a sun, just radiating out energy. We're just like, oh. Yeah. Okay. And his face, they zoomed in on it and took a look at it. He did not look like his own goofy smiling self.
Goofy was not how I would describe him.
He looked like he had murder on his mind. Like he's going to kill.
It feels like
he is going to destroy.
It feels like one of those things where like with Finks in the when we were dealing with the Phantom Troop, and he's like rolling his shoulder. He's like, all right, about 15 should do it. Netero's like, okay, so the king's real powerful.
Like,
all right.
It's like, I want to win, so I'm going to charge myself for a week.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like nonstop.
Like, there's not really any such thing as overkill, right? That so
they're an extermination squad.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
what the humane thing is to win overwhelmingly and immediately.
Yeah, I'm getting some vibes also of some other things about like military force and excessive.
Well, I mean,
ends justify the means.
If you're gonna try and kill someone, like at least make sure you like.
I thought you were about to make a Firefly quote.
Oh, if someone tries to kill you, you
try to kill them right back.
Yeah.
But this could be the equivalent of the whole nuke thing that we were thinking of.
Yeah.
Is that they don't need a
nuke. Tactical
Netero. Yeah.
Very effective.
It's super effective.
Yeah.
So instead of using Raid, we use Netero, Guaranteed to wipe out all
bug infestation.
All bug infestation with a 99.99999% chance of success.
That's right. Oh boy. This is
oh my gosh.
And the fact that this is the thing. All right.
This is the thing.
Either one of these plans, right?
Yes.
That would be great. And then we'd be worried and like, are they going to succeed and all that stuff and whatever. But now we have two different plans for killing the king.
Sure.
Now, I'm pretty sure that the king can't be killed twice.
Yep.
So
someone's plan has to fail.
Or they're going to do some weird mishmash where it's going to be Gon doing some like initiation thing or whatever, or cleanup, and then Netero's coming in at the same time. Who knows? Or maybe that's the problem. They're like, crap, Netero's here. He's causing AoE craziness. We need to stay a mile that way.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. We have never really determined what Netero's Hatsu is. It would be very crazy if that whole idea I had of just launching a really powerful attack that's the thing. Netero's an emitter. Like the whole thing of we kind of we like
however
Hunter
it ends
Hunter.
up happening. I mean,
right. But the thing is, I like Hunter Hunter because it doesn't do the DBZ but literally we have someone charging their spirit bomb for a week or something.
So what you're saying is, Netero's charging up. He's not actually going to go into the capital at all. He's just going to be
just going to drop.
He's just going to be like, all right, and.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then just like, I hope you guys aren't in that area. Or he's going to be like,
this is what I meant by sacrifices. They're going to be drawing their attention. They won't see it coming until it's too late.
Crap.
And then the entire place just mushroom cloud.
What if that's actually it? Is that he is sacrificing everyone, okay? And he does some crazy big, bomb attack, okay?
Yep.
He wants all the other people to attack first so that everyone's senses are tuned to protect themselves against a melee opponent.
Right.
One of the most common tactics in medieval times, whenever the archers were raining arrows from far away, is that you would wait until their troops were engaged and not lifting their shields up towards the sky. But you had to be careful that you didn't inflict casualties on your own troops.
So or at least not too many.
Not too many, but that's the thing, is that sometimes they would weigh the options and just go, if we shoot at the back of their ranks...
We'll be like 80% their guys, 20% our guys. They won't have their shields up. It'll be great.
And also, arrows, you wouldn't see them. They would hit you before you'd seen them.
Now a glowing sun.
Yes, a glowing sun, potentially. And since we know that Phaeton, this might be why they brought up the Phantom Troop thing, is that the Phantom Troop is just to show the scale of certain Nen abilities.
Of how, the ones that just destroy the landscape kind of thing.
Well, right, what Phaeton did. He brought, a Jupiter, basically,
Yeah, I'm pretty
ball.
sure that was like a miniature star.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think Netero can do?
I have no idea. And the thing is, it's funny because Netero, the way we would expect him to fight, since he's old, is that, okay, he might not be the strongest right now, but he's got them tactics.
He has the tactics.
Because he's been around for a while, right? But the way he's setting this up, it might be something where he can hold on to his Ren and then he's just going to walk in and be like, okay, now I can fight as long as it's within the next hour or something like that.
Right, that actually makes a lot of sense.
His, even turf.
Right, is that he's going to come in and he's basically like, I have to do this all in an hour or I'm dead.
Right. And so
that would be sacrificing himself in the way that he mentioned previously, was that, he's like, if anyone should be sacrificed, it should probably.
And this can be a way to bring Gon into the main fight without him actually resolving it. What do you think's more powerful, Netero in his souped-up form as he is now, or Gon's Jajanken?
I don't think we're supposed to know that answer, but
okay. That was a rhetorical question. I was going to say obviously Netero.
Right.
So not to downplay Gon at all, but I could see something where it's like he gets off the perfect sneak attack and the king doesn't even notice. They could do something really scary there.
Passive aura defense through his 10 is enough to where it's just like. He's like,
Meleoron's just like,
is it a little drafty in here?
Yeah, Meleoron just taps him and it's just like,
bugger out of here.
And then they just run.
Shia LaBeouf's little antennas are like, I sense a disturbance in the force. I could actually see this is something that's really interesting. You notice how Yuppie is never around,
right? He brings in the people to play Meruem in the game.
I have a thought that Yuppie is their prowling defender. He just kind of wanders the castle and stuff.
He's a guard dog.
Exactly. Shia LaBeouf, however, seemed to be always kind of near, people of importance and stuff.
He's management.
Yes, I think he's potentially he has set defenses.
Oh, sure. If he's been basically coordinating the Hatsus of the Chimera ants.
Yes. He's the strategist.
He has some traps. You are going into a dungeon.
Right. And we don't have Killua with the group to go out in front and be our rogue and search for traps.
Find traps,
Yeah. So I think all the plans are going to go wrong.
Although
I think that's just going to be my theory, is that anytime they make a plan, I'm like, cool, that we know what won't happen now.
Or at least we know how it could go wrong. is the thing.
Oh,
they don't have to have it go wrong.
I have
it's
no
Hunter,
idea
Hunter,
how things are going to go wrong. I'm just going to run with this from the time basically for me. Is that
no. I know it's not that we know how things are going to go wrong, but we now see the things that cannot happen.
Sure,
right?
That's what I said. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right, and that's cool because guys, this is still building. If you think about how much time we've had building towards the selection ceremony, all that, it's been a lot. This time, it's actually kind of dangerous to have the pacing for the story go on this way. But I'm really curious to when it gets into execution, kind of like how it did in the York New arc. What is that going to look like?
Well, and especially
I'm ready
because they're still building up, right? But they also introduced a new character this episode that they said is going to be very important. That's implying that there's going to be even more build up.
Oh well, at least
a bit.
I'm kind of used to that by now with HunterxHunter. It's a large ensemble cast.
Yeah,
and this guy Tagashi loves making characters. He and I have
and he loves
this
making systems.
Well, that too. You can identify more with that than me. But I love his addiction to just I can't help myself. I'm just gonna make a new character and just send them in there. I'm just oh yes.
Am I going to resolve their plot? No. I'm just gonna let you know that they're somewhere out there in the world, right? So I can bring them back. I'm saving them for later.
Right. Yeah. We have a lot of things that we still don't know. We still don't know who Netero called in for assistance. Which is interesting because since they kind of need reinforcements, maybe that will actually end up being their reinforcements.
Right.
Whoever came, Netero will be make contact with them here. Here's their communication. Sure. Let them know that, hey, we have reinforcements. You don't need to worry. Netero's already thought ahead and he knows heck, we know how far he can hear things and sense things. And since he's building up aura, we don't know if that means it extends his physical senses or whatever to where he's I am at one with everything and I can now sense an entire country of East Gorto,
Watch, what it actually is that the person that Killua got scared of actually wasn't Netero. No, that was actually Zeno or whatever doing his own no, it's not what it is.
No, probably not, because last time I remember Zeno had purple aura that was released in these
things
dragon that
or at least
it
wasn't
or
whitish yellow. So
yes.
But
guys, this discussion has gone for a long time. This is a really good episode.
This is one of our longest HunterxHunter discussions.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot cut out, but yes, this is a great episode, guys. If you want to see the next 2 episodes reactions right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there, and any kind of support comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us about stories or whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob,
and we'll see you all next time.